Welcome, my friends. Welcome to another edition of the Minute Gospel presented by the Woodford Church of Christ in Versailles, Kentucky. And as soon as I mentioned that, I know what many of you are thinking. You said Church of Christ. Really? Church of Christ? Why, you people are backward, narrow-minded dinosaurs. You don't want to keep up with society today. Why, you people are nothing but a bunch of screwballs with a screwball theology. You people are so arrogant, you think you're the only ones going to heaven. You think you're the true church. And on the opinions go. And many have a lot worse opinions, to be honest. Now, I'm sorry that maybe you had a bad experience with the Church of Christ. Maybe you've never been to one, but you've heard bad things about it. Certainly you can go on the internet and find no end of opinions that are not good concerning the Church of Christ. But I want to read a text here from the book of John and the first chapter. And I'd like to think about it for just a moment. Jesus has encountered a man by the name of Philip. And we pick this up in verse 43 of John chapter 1. The next day Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and said to him, "Follow me." Now Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael and said to him, "We have found him of whom Moses in the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." Nathanael said to him, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Philip said, "Come and see." Now, here's Philip, and he's been taught all of his life about the Messiah. He's been taught what the law said, what the prophets said in regard to the Jewish Messiah who was to come. And now, Philip is standing there looking at him in the eye. And he's excited. We've found him. And the first thing he does, he goes to tell somebody else. He goes and finds Nathanael. And in an excited tone says, "We found him. He's here. The one the law, the prophets talked about. He's here." But Nathanael had a bad opinion of Nazareth. And he said, "Can any good come out of Nazareth?" Nazareth was not the best place in Israel. There were a lot of other great cities, Jerusalem, Bethlehem, many other places that the Messiah could have come from that would have been a lot better cities. And so Nathanael thinks that Nazareth is the last possible place to find the Messiah. And I think about that every time I hear some of these opinions that people have about a Church of Christ. Can any good come out of a Church of Christ? For a lot of folks, I don't think so. They at least talk like there's no good that can come from a Church of Christ. It's nothing but a cult, after all. It brainwashes people. Many opinions that there are. But when we think about Philip's response to Nathanael, "Come and see. Check it out." Now, personally, I can't speak for the Church of Christ. There's no the Church of Christ, really, to speak for. Nor can I speak for any other congregation out there. I'm not there. I don't know what they do. I don't know what their heart is or anything like that. I can only speak for one, and that's the one where I go, which is the Woodford Church of Christ in Versailles, Kentucky. We're a congregation that believes with all of our heart in Jesus Christ. We take Jesus at his word when he said in John 14 at verse 6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. The only way that we will ever have a relationship with God, the only way that we could ever hope to spend eternity with God, is through Jesus Christ. The only way we could go to God in prayer, the only way we could worship God, the only way we could serve him in his family is if we let Jesus take us by the hand and present us to his Father. Then he'll be our Father as well. And so that's why we are Church of Christ. It's not to be associated with some other group. It's not to be associated with some other denomination, not just one among many. It's simply because Jesus is our way to the Father. He's the one that's going to take us by the hand and lead us to the Father. And so we incorporate his name into our name. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with just simply putting our full faith in the Son of God who died for us, and let him direct us, let him show us how to live acceptably to the Father? So that's why we're a Church of Christ, and for no other reason. So I hope that you will take Philip's advice. If you're in the Woodford County area, at least, in Kentucky, come and see. We hope you will. We hope you'll inquire about it. We hope you'll investigate it. And you'll see Jesus truly walks among us. So, until the next time, this is Wade Miller saying, go out there and make it a good day to serve the Lord. Try and follow his will. Talk to you later.